Guys? Good morning or good afternoon para los que se despiertan después de las 12. Pero muy bien que ahí en la early morning at 1 or 2 ahí andan texting all night. Anyway, el devotion for today is in Mateo 7:17 al 23. Matthew 7:17 to 23. And I really recommend take out your Bibles when you're doing this and grab a notebook and take notes. Not for just this devotion, but all the devotions. Keep un libro, un cuaderno de todos los devocionales for your spiritual growth. So this one is in Matthew 7:17 al 23. Mateo 7:17 al 23. La Biblia dice en el 17, en la misma forma, un buen árbol produce buen fruto. A good tree produces good fruit. As well, en la forma que también a bad tree produces bad fruit. Y después dice que un árbol bueno no puede dar a fruit that's bad. También un árbol malo no puede dar un fruto, a fruit, or produce good fruit. El árbol malo no puede dar un buen fruto. Y dice la Biblia, todo árbol, every tree that gives a bad fruit will be cut down and thrown into the fire, meaning hell. And I was, Pastor, why are you talking about trees? I'm not talking about trees. Es una parábola que Dios dice que uno no se puede decir, in other words, que es cristiano y dar mal fruto. You see what I'm saying? Muchas personas que ustedes conocen, or maybe ustedes son de ellos, que dicen, oh, I go to church, oh, I'm a Christian, y producen a bad fruit. Dios quiere que nosotros, si decimos que somos cristianos, que nuestros frutos crezcan, se demuestren that it's a good fruit. Everybody ha visto ese video, that Vine video where the little girl, she's all like, look at all them chickens, and they're all geese and ducks. That's the problem with muchos de nosotros as Christians, que nosotros decimos, oh, I'm a Christian, or there's other people that says, oh, I'm a Christian, but their fruits, their actions says something different. It's not, God isn't telling you just to say you're a Christian, just to say it. Dios quiere que digas, okay, si voy a ser cristiano, lo tengo que demostrar con mis acciones. Y después termina esa sección y dice, por sus frutos los conoceréis. Don't be fooled by people que diga, I'm a Christian. That's why when you see somebody who's a Christian y estás doing all these things that non-Christian people are doing, don't consider them a Christian. Don't even think in your mind. You automatically, no, cuando miras una persona que se dice que son cristianos, ¿va? And their actions, sus acciones de ellos, son completamente the opposite de lo que un cristiano debe ser. En su mente, don't consider them a Christian. Not everybody, y también así sigue el verse, I think 21 para abajo de 23, que muchos van a venir. Dice la Biblia que no todo el que me diga Señor, Señor entrará al reino de los cielos. Not everybody that says Lord, Lord will enter into the kingdom of heaven. And then dice, en el día del juicio, on Judgment Day, they're going to say, Lord, en tu nombre sacamos demonios, en tu nombre hicimos milagros. Y después que Dios les va a decir a ellos, away from me, gente mala. Alejados de mí, apartados de mí, gente mala, malvada. No los conozco. And see, that's the problem. De muchos de nosotros, that right now, especially us that are young, ustedes que son jóvenes, dicen, oh, Junior, I'm young. I have all my life para cambiar. I have all my life to change and to be better. No, that's not true. You could die today. No quiero que nadie muera. But you could die today. I could die today. Puede venir Dios today. And you being young, what is God gonna see cuando you're standing in front of him y él mire todo el récord de toda tu vida? What is he going to see? Don't be fooled by these people that they say, oh, I'm a Christian, or my family's been Christians for years, and I'm a minister's daughter or son. I'm a leader's pastor. I'm a leader's son or daughter. My parents are Christians. Don't be fooled by that. That's just garbage. I used to say that too. That's not that. So what? That's like saying I'm wearing this sweater that has gray, black, and white, and it's a black sweater. So there's no point to it. Así mucha gente van a decir, oh, yo soy cristiano, oh, yo soy hijo o hija de un pastor, o soy hijo o hija de líderes de una iglesia, o soy hijo o hija de gente cristiana por años. So what? El cristianismo no se mide by the years, sino por lo que uno produce. Christianity isn't measured. God doesn't measure it by the years that you have, because I know so many people that have years put into a church, but their actions are worse than somebody that just started ser un cristiano yesterday or today. Guys, el propósito de este video, de this devotion, is that us y nosotros decimos that we are Christians, or that we want to search God and that we want to have a relationship with God, nuestros frutos tienen que producir. So those of you que dicen, Junior, I'm trying to change. Junior, yo quiero cambiar. But you're just keep doing it over and over, las cosas malas que hacías en tu pasado. You're not really wanting to change, because una persona who really wants to change in their mind and their heart says, okay, maybe falls one time or two times or three times max en esa misma cosa. But some of you, you just don't care. You're like, oh, I'm changing anyway. I'm in process to change, so I can do whatever I want. No. You have to have un buen fruto everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Tienen que producir un buen fruto. You have to be a Christian, not just in the church, como se lo he repetido a millionth times. Tienen que ser cristianos, especially when I'm not around, when my wife isn't around, when your parents aren't around, where your church youth group friends are not around, when you're a solas doing stupid things. Muchos de ustedes, you should be ashamed of yourselves, of the things and stuff that you do in secret. Some of you don't even care. For some of you, you're like, Pastor, I do care. I feel guilty por lo que yo hago. Ask for forgiveness, change, but really, really change. But some of you abusan de las cosas de Dios. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm talking about. That thing in your life que están haciendo, that in front of me you try to act like you're this perfect saint of a Christian, or in front of your parents you try to act like you're good. But then in secret you're doing all these stupid things. And if your parents don't call you out on it, si sus padres de ustedes no les va a corregir, guess what? I will. And not just to correct you and be mean, no, because I actually care about your salvation. I actually care where you're going to go after you die and you leave this earth, o si Dios viene. I do care. I don't just care about that you look good, and I don't care that you dress well, and no, that I don't care. I care about your spiritual life. A mí me importa tu vida espiritual. Si ustedes a veces, sus padres mismos ya no les dicen nada because they know what you do, but they don't want to admit it, guess what? I'm going to be in your face y yo sí les voy a decir. Because in my church and in my youth group, yo no quiero gente que digan que son cristianos, que quieren cambiar, or they're in the process of changing, and they're repeating it over and over and over by their actions, su behavior, cómo hablan, cómo se portan, que andan en fiestas, andan tomando, andan having sex before marriage, andan alejándose más de Dios. I don't want those type of people in my church or my youth group. The type of people that I want in my church and in my youth group, y los que Dios también quiere, es gente que diga, no, I know I'm wrong, yo quiero cambiar, and I'm doing it. Meaning que cuando vienen las tentaciones, you're going to say no. Cuando viene una gente y los quiere alejar de Dios, you're going to say no. When people tell you to lie and to go party and do all these things, you're going to say no. Those are the qualities of people que yo respeto, que en verdad they're in process de cambiar. Pero ustedes, you should be ashamed of yourself. Some of you say, oh, I'm a Christian for so long, and you say de las cosas de Dios, or I'm trying, but really you're not trying. What you're doing is nomás haciendo una excusa to knowing that you say that you're trying, but you're not living it. Dios dice, por sus frutos los conoceré. Not even for words. Just mejor, listen, especialmente ustedes that are doing God grimy and not representing Him the best, don't even say you're a Christian. You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't even say you're a Christian. If you're going to say you're a Christian, your actions have to speak it. Sus acciones tienen que decirlo. Como yo. I'm not just a pastor because I like the title. No. I'm a pastor because of what I do. I work for the kingdom of heaven. Yo nomás no soy pastor nomás por el título. Oh, soy un pastor. No, I actually show you what a pastor is. Some of you a lo mejor tienen un mal concepto of who pastors are and what they really do. You maybe never had a good example of a pastor before. But my job todos los días es demostrar lo que es un hombre de Dios. Que todos los días yo me levanto a orar, a buscar de Dios. Todos los días les estoy haciendo videos, devotionals, para que ustedes puedan entender algo en su mente de la palabra de Dios. Me preparo para sermones el viernes, me preparo para sermones el domingo, hago actividades con ustedes, mi esposa hace esto, el otro. I show you what a pastor is. Imagine if I were like, oh, I'm Pastor Junior, but I wouldn't have my church, I don't preach to nobody, I don't have members, I don't give sermons. I'm not really a pastor. So ustedes tampoco digan, oh, I'm a Christian, or I'm in process para cambiar, when you're really not. Sino más bien toman las cosas de Dios like a joke. Only because maybe in tu familia they take the things of God as a joke. Maybe your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your mom. A lo mejor you have friends or gente conocida que toman las cosas de Dios como un juego. But you come to my church and my YouTube, you're not going to do that. No. I'm going to try to teach you the best way de dar, que si dices que eres un cristiano, dar un fruto así. Dice, por sus frutos los conoceréis. So people are going to see it. And that's why you, especialmente, when somebody comes to you, or they've come to our church or our youth group, that they say they're Christians, and their actions, that you know what they're doing, is the opposite of that, what do you think about them? ¿Qué es lo que piensas de la gente que viene a lo mejor en nuestras iglesias, a nuestro grupo de jóvenes, o van a otras iglesias y dicen que son cristianos, pero tú sabes sus comportamientos de ellos? ¿Qué es lo que piensas de ellos? You think they're just fake, they're hypocrites, they're liars. But sometimes you do the same thing too. And on top of that, how are you going to sit there and you're going to tell God that you want to change, que quieren cambiar y que quieren mejorar su vida con Él, and then andan en fiestas, andan tomando, andan en drogas, andan teniendo sexo, andan vistiéndose como que fueran de las muchachas de la calle, o ustedes que quieren vestirse como que fueran cholos, ¿qué dice Dios de eso? What is he? He's gonna look at you the same way que tú miras a una persona que te dice, oh, I'm a Christian, and you know they're not. That you give them that look like, Dios también te mira con esa cara. God looks at you with that face when you're like, oh, I love Jesus, I'm a Christian. and then you go do something dumb and you go a las fiestas, van a hacen todo lo del mundo, se comportan como los jóvenes del mundo. Es la misma mirada que Dios les da. He's like, what are you talking about? El cristianismo se demuestra, no nomás se da un título y se dice, guys. And be careful, because ya sabemos las consecuencias. Lo que leímos ahora ahí en Mateo 7, 17 al 23. Que lo que pasa con la gente que da mal fruto, dice, será cortado y echado al fuego, al infierno. Pastor, but he gives money to the homeless. Pastor, he's a good person. Nadie va a entrar al cielo for being a good person. Get that straight in your mind. Eso es lo que la sociedad wants to teach you, that, oh, if you just behave well, you're going to go into heaven. No. It's more than that. No nomás just that you feed the homeless and you go visit the orphanage and that he's good and she's good, she's helped a lot of people or he's helped a lot of people. Doesn't matter. First thing que tienen que hacer es arrepentirse y aceptar a Cristo. And then once you do that, Dios te está cambiando. Dios te dice lo que te tienes que alejar y lo que tienes que hacer. So pretty much, okay, una persona that does all these things, para terminar, I'm almost out of time. Todas las personas que hacen all these good acts y no le han entregado su vida a Dios, that's not going to get them into heaven. Pero la persona que acepta a Dios y sí ayuda a los homeless y busca de Dios y ayuda a la gente y hace buenas obras, yes, you will go to heaven. Pero no por las obras, not by the acts, but that you accepted Christ. That's step one. Guys, I love you. God bless you. Recuerden que Dios los ama, nosotros también, y queremos lo mejor para ustedes. Keep serving Jesus. Put him as number one and produce good fruit. God bless y'all. Love you. Peace.